I'm back. Okay, so this is going to be more channeling than it is cards, probably. I had a long talk with Spirit, and I've been told to move on to the sign of Scorpio, and then we'll go back and we'll catch Virgo and Libra, and we'll finish with the other few that are left over the next couple of days, Lord willing. But I was talking to Spirit about the readings and how they keep repeating themselves over and over and over again, like a broken record. And I was trying to come to some kind of conclusion of how to move on beyond this, because, it's kind of pointless if the readings just get monotonous and then there's no progress. So I was told to do Scorpio next because Scorpio is my heart. So I guess I'm going to be a little transparent here. Okay. Third parties are not acceptable. I don't give a shit what it is. Whether it's people, places, or things. If you are waiting for somebody to choose you, you don't know your worth. You've got to know your worth. And I was very proud of the Cancer reading because it shows that somebody's knowing their worth. Not just knowing their worth, but they're doing the work, the spiritual work, which makes me so proud. Because that means that what I'm doing is not in vain. Because I don't do this to look pretty or to put on a show. I do this to help people evolve spiritually, because that's what's happened to me as I've gone through a spiritual awakening. And some people have a dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is like a dark time in your life when you want to give up. But you don't give up because you realize you hit rock bottom basically, and you realize that God is the rock bottom that we can build or rebuild our lives on. And you learn to depend on Him. My dark night has pretty much lasted my entire adult life. And it's been a lot based in shit relationships. And occasionally you'll have a relationship where you just cannot get closure for whatever reason. The person may die and leave without saying goodbye. They may just disappear. They may just walk out because they can't take it anymore. And sometimes people are cruel, which is why the Seven of Swords keeps popping out in so many readings. That's where somebody has done some serious damage to your heart. And to allow that to continue week after week, it's just not acceptable. We have to know our worth. And if you're sending any messages and I'm not responding, just know that I'm working, and that the kind of work that I do, I don't need distractions. So I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I see your messages, but I just can't. I just can't right now. And to be honest, to be really, really honest, I'm not interested in a relationship, especially with younger men, because in my opinion, all you want is sex. Because the reality is that if I'm 10, 15 years older than you, it might be okay when you're young, but trust me, because I know firsthand that an age difference like that eventually matters. And you better be real sure that you are in love with somebody enough to give up your sex life because they have health complications, and that you're willing to go through in sickness and in health, because there's probably going to be more sickness than health at a certain point. I've spent the last 10 years of my life being a caretaker. And then to find out that it was really all for nothing. So you need to know that age does matter. At some point it will matter. Somebody doesn't want to hear that, but that's the way it is. And if you can find somebody who's willing to stay by your side through that, you better hold on to them. Because there's not very many that would be faithful to you for that long. Good luck finding another one. But I hope you do. So, I don't know why Spirit wants me to show you the Scorpio reading. I have a feeling I know why. I hope I know why. But we'll see. Okay? If somebody is willing to stick by you through the most difficult times of your life, that's a blessing. That's something to be grateful for. Especially if you don't owe them anything. That's a blessing. And that's rare. That's a rare individual. Especially if you're not a rare individual yourself. Okay. Can we please get the overall energy of this reading for the sign of Scorpio? But what are you doing in the life of the Scorpios who might see this video? How are you blessing them beyond measure? Show me the protagonist energy for the sign of Scorpio, Spirit. Please show me the protagonist energy for the sign of Scorpio. Can you please show me the antagonist? What's not working, and a whole handful fell out. What's not working in the lives of Scorpios that might see this video? Better, 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 better. And how can we unify these two? How can we unify these two? Hear me clearly, please, Spirit. Awesome, awesome. Mm-hmm. All right. So, what's working is right now Scorpio is in the hangman position and their patience has run out. Okay? And then what's not working is they're not moving fast enough. I guess Spirit has something for them and they're just not going for it. And then what unifies that is a Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Magician. What we don't see coming is a brand new beginning. The Fool. Okay. So, for the Hangman, it looks like you are going through some kind of transformation and you're coming out of it. And somehow there's an eclipse that's relevant. The sun is relevant. Time, divine timing is at play. You've shed some tears and you've gone through a dark night of the soul and you've been stomped on and mistreated. But you're coming out. You've got one hand out of that catechism. And then temperance is about self-control, patience. Please don't bite your fingernails. Don't get obsessed with them either, like I am. Brown eyes are somehow relevant. You got a big heart. You want to be free. You really long to be free. Right now you're not. Lightning, you love thunderstorms. Something happens with your left ear. Like you probably lose your hearing in your left ear sporadically. Or maybe you hear noises more sensitive in your left ear. You probably see things real clear. Not just in the real world, in the natural world, but in the spiritual world. Your eyes, your spiritual eyes are wide open. And you are honed in on your target. When you get honed in on a target, you don't stop until you reach the finish line. You might have something going on with your jaw. You might have some problems with your teeth, your neck. You might have headaches occasionally or most too often. Okay, so your self-control is lacking a little, but right now you're not letting that move you too quickly because you understand that divine timing is at play. There's a lot of people watching you. You might like to crochet, you might enjoy sewing, you love birds, you like feathers. Blue eyes are somehow relevant. Sand dollars, more feathers. Black and white. A triangle, a diamond. Somehow there's a diamond. Yeah, there's a diamond. Real shiny, sparkly diamond. Gold. Might be a ring. A diamond ring. Okay. And then for the Magician, You're probably into something like this. There's a lot of eyes on you, but you're not paying attention. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that are relevant in this situation. 4 of them are predators or spy. They're spying. They don't think you know that they're watching. You know how to use your hands and your feet and all of your senses to create something more, because you've learned the trick that not only do you have to pray and think positive, you have to do positive. That's how you're the magician. That's how you're going to turn this situation around over here. There is a wheel here. But Spirit's holding it still. Because if he didn't, it might go in the wrong direction. And when you manifest things, you always tell Spirit, Spirit, if it's not what's best for me, give me what's best for me, even if it hurts. So Spirit's holding that wheel so that you don't get hurt. And there's an angel, a very powerful angel. Again, there's a lot of eyes here. And sometimes that makes you feel a little bit crazy. But you play this game in your mind where nobody's watching. And it's just you. And you don't give a shit what anybody thinks. Because you played that people-pleasing game for too many years. And sometimes you like to be silly, but you can be serious. You also understand that things go in cycles, and that when cycles close, sometimes you have to leave behind people that you love. And sometimes when cycles close, people you love leave you. Okay, let's clarify this message further. You also understand that what's for you will never pass you by. And you also understand that there's karma in life, and that what you do is what you get back. And so you hopefully try to be good to people, even when they're not good to you. And when they're not, you turn the other cheek. Alright, Spirit, can you please clarify temperance in reverse? Why is temperance showing up in reverse here as one of our strengths? Some kind of higher level commitment, like a marriage. Maybe you have stairs in your house. Maybe you're from India or somewhere else besides the United States. Maybe you do yoga. Maybe you're sitting on a yoga mat listening to this message. The stars are aligning. The stars are very relevant. You're probably into astrology. You might have on a black t-shirt with some kind of emblem on the front. You might have long black hair and you have it braided in a ponytail. You might have some of the hair in your eyes. You might have like a small beard and mustache. Probably have a very big personality and you like to be funny and you like to goof off. Why is the Hierophant here, Spirit? Why are you showing me the Hierophant? Some kind of new beginning. Small one, but a new beginning. Why is the Hanged Man here? Clarify the Hanged Man. What are we looking at from a different angle? You know your worth. You're waiting because you know your worth. The cycles of the moon are relevant. You might be an entrepreneur and have your own business. You might be pregnant. You might be expecting. You might be planning on having a child or hoping that you might have a child. Somehow yellow, teal, orange are relevant. You might need to have a mammogram. Might be at that age where you need one. You're beautiful. Almost angelic. So some Empress has a new beginning that's probably going to lead to marriage. The Chariot is clarified by transformation. The Chariot was actually in reverse, and that's why it's not moving quickly right now, because somebody's going through a transformation. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Spirit? Why is the wheel in reverse? You're holding your position. You're waiting. You're waiting for the right new beginning. I don't even have to look it up. You're waiting for the right new beginning. And when it comes, it's going to be real hot. It's going to be full of passion. But right now, there's no love showing up. And you're smarter than that. Clarify the Magician. Clarify the Magician. The Magician is clarified by Queen of Cups and Temperance in reverse again. That's you. You're manifesting something better because you're impatient. You're tired of being alone, but you don't want no bullshitter either. So you're waiting because somebody has to match you because you know your worth. Clarify this Fool. It's coming. There's somebody out there. Could be an earth sign. And you're their world, but they haven't quite matched you yet. They're working on it. Anything else you want to say to Scorpios who might see this video, Spirit? Anything else you would like to say? What's coming soon? Oh my God, look at there. There's a lot of love coming soon, Scorpio. Maybe it's going to be good communication too. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. How about them apples? Okay, let's get heal yourself. Whoa. Healing. Maybe you still need to do a little more healing because you've had your heart broken a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot. Pay attention to the signs. Probably seeing synchronicities. And how teachable are you? Maybe you need to hit the books a little harder. Hint, hint. Uh-oh. Maybe you could use a little bit of that. You're funny, Spirit. Now I'm blushing. I'm glad you can't see my face. We must have a lot of angels. We do. Damn. Forgiveness, relationship, power, protection, awakening, courage, love. I have a lot of angels. We have a lot of angels in divine plan. Okay, and I just want to say that even if you have a soul tie with somebody, a strong one, know your worth. Because what's meant for you will not pass you by, and you should never put up with a bunch of bullshit for anybody. Forgiveness, though, is important. And I'm a very forgiving person. There's not much that cannot be forgiven. I've been forgiven of so much myself that it would be impossible for me to hold anything against you. Anything. Okay. Why do I keep getting this? The way I feel about you makes my heart long to be free. Jesus. I have a family tree or tree of life. I have a guitar. Maybe you play guitar. I have a poised angel. Maybe you are a poised angel. There's an angel. There's a butterfly. There's a peace sign. I always get this one. Two hearts connected. I don't know who that's for, but. And there's my fancy cat I haven't seen in ages. And then I have another angel. I have a lot of angels. I have a lot of people that have crossed over that hang out with me on a daily. I have a crown. Believe in you, and you certainly better, because nobody else will if you don't. Have a unicorn. But when you believe in you and you set that bar high, other people have to meet it or you have to move on. I can and I will. I don't want to, but I will. A music note. I don't have to. And then that girl. There's that girl. Maybe you need to call that girl. Or maybe that girl needs to call you. Okay, Spirit. This other trinket bowl. Can you give me some of this other trinket bowl, please? There's an anchor. Maybe I'm going in the right direction. Another family tree. Another tree of life. A tower. An arrow. Definitely has a Sagittarius placement. And that music note with that skull on it. And somebody that's crossed over is with you. Okay. Anything else? Rocks? Let's get some rocks. Okay. I always take my eyes. I like to be surprised. I love surprises. I got a whole bunch. I have hope, peace, laugh, and love. Maybe this time, who knows? Maybe this time. Maybe there will be a this time. All right. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.